Hey everyone, so I have this AutoGyro Cavalon since a year now. I think it's a good time for a review as an owner of this machine. I want to talk about all the fun I had and the good and the bad, mostly good. This is a Cavalon with the 916 Rotax engine. So it's one of the first. Maybe the first, I don't recall, but it's one of the first, and it has been spec to be on float. So right now summer is gone, so I'm back on wheels, but I'm gonna show you a few photos, a few pictures, and you can see how it looks. But you can see it has been spec to be mostly on float, right? One of the options to gain on performance and fuel efficiency is a kind of bubble around the wheel to be more aerodynamic. It's not there. There's also some kind of fins add-on that you can have here, just below the propeller, to help not touch any rocks. I don't need this. The gyro is actually 3 feet higher and protected by the floats when it's summer. Same thing for the front wheel. I don't have this kind of bubble. Other than that, when I'm on wheel, it's the typical Cavalon. You can see here the attach for the floats. Normally you don't see this on the Cavalon, but that's actually a very strong place on the for the attach. So the floats are attached here, and you replace the wheel with a very strong attach going down right there. It's the only attach points for the gyro and the floats. So this model has the 916s. There is no, as you can see, no text at all. The only way to see that it's a 916 is actually to go in and check, right? So it has the white and engine tops. So it's you also have on the 916 two mufflers, one after the other. So it's one of the first aviation engine which can respect the European new noise rules, something like that, I've been told. Other than that, the 916 always have constant speed propellers, so the pitch can actually change on the propeller. So for the outside, that's the typical AutoGyro Cavalon. They have been doing this for a while. It's rock solid, well known machine. If we go on the inside, this model has been built with an autopilot of Garmin, and there's a G5 of Garmin and the G3X Touch. I have my powers here for my outside 360 camera. I have some nice video coming, and also for my phone and for the back GoPro. So everything has been powered by this single USB. For the modification, that's the only one here, and I have a place for my for flight is mandatory to me. So this is where I put my phone, and I have a for flight, and it send my flight plan to the G3X and drive the autopilot if I have to use it. One of the characteristics is that because there's an autopilot, actually the button here, normally on AutoGyro, it's to enable the pre-rotation of the rotor. So you push here and you hold this, and it's gonna start slowly spinning the top rotor. Because I have autopilot, this button is mandatory now. It's about the autopilot disablement. So this is where you stop the autopilot, and have this button here that I have to hold to start the pre-rotation. I don't think it's a problem, but normally, right, you have to be very precise to move up the RPM when you do your pre-rotation. I cannot go like this. I have to have my hand right because of my... So it's harder to be precise. So I'm gonna have something here coming where I can probably sit my hand, and I know I'm gonna be more precise. It's really important to move slowly. And this engine is kind of... it's powerful, so it's really it's really millimeter by millimeter. You really have to go slow. So this I have. It's a characteristic of AutoGyro with an autopilot. One modification I did is that I added a label plug. So you see my headset here is plugged with a port, 6-pin limo, and this actually take the power of the aircraft to take care of my headset noise cancellation and Bluetooth. So I don't use anymore those two general aviation plugs. Everything is one plug with powers and everything. I like it. I think the sound is better also. It's a stereo audio, and anyway, very good improvement. What else? I guess we can talk a little bit about the one issue that I had. It's not a big issue, but maybe you guys can tell me if you have the same issue with your AutoGyro, if you have one. So I have the G3X, and the indicated airspeed that I see is actually higher here than the reality. So I have 1 year of statistics now, and okay, the sensors are shut down right now just to save on power. That's why you have those sensors ever. But so the speed actually is higher. So for a few months I was trying to fly at maybe 190 kilometers, 100 knots, and my speed was, the real speed was actually 20 kilometers lower than that. So you cannot calibrate this. If someone know how, please tell me, but it's look like the Garmin G3X, there's no way to calibrate this. It's you have to buy in your mind, just know that you're going 20 kilometers by hour slower. I don't care really, but one impact of this is that the estimated wind speed and direction that the G3X can normally calculate is wrong, right? It looked to the Garmin that I always have a front wind coming in front. So when you go to an airport, normally you check the wind direction and speed, and you know which direction is going to be in use on the airport. But right now you cannot trust this, so you really have to look outside and guess the wind direction, and then you decide which direction you're gonna land, right? It's not a big problem, but if someone know how to fix this, that will be welcome. Technically, Garmin compute this using Pitot here, which is very well placed, right? It's right in front of the gyrocopter, and it's the difference of pressure between this and the static pressure, which is on my Cavalon at least here, right? So it's the difference of air pressure between those two. This is how the Garmin calculate the airspeed. Maybe the sensor is in a place where there's a negative air pressure, maybe, maybe. That's the only thing I can think of. But there's no calibration, so I don't know what to do about this. It's not a big deal, but I just want to take a minute to say now the Rotax 916, it's awesome. It's really powerful. When I'm on float and have some videos, and I can show some statistics if you guys are interested. Let me know in the discussion. But even with 2 person on board, hot days, fuel, I can go on water with my floats, and it's not a problem. I've never had any risks, or never been hard to get out of the water. There's no need to learn tricks to, like an aircraft, right? I was flying on float aircraft before, and you need some tricks to jump and use one float first and then get up and then maintain yours. Anyway, you need to learn tricks. There's no tricks with this. You just push the engine and wait. You're gonna get up soon. It's an engine which is supposed to have less maintenance than any of the other Rotax, even less than the 915. So it's 160 HP and lower maintenance. The only issue that I got, and you guys are gonna laugh, is that for a few months after I got the machine, I was not trying to go fast or anything. I was just trying to do some hours and learn. So I was flying at maybe 160 kilometers in average, and this means that the RPM was kind of 4,700 in this. So it's very low for a Rotax engine. Normally you try to cruise at 5,200s, 500, 300s, so 5,300s. And because my RPM for a few months have been that low, I actually had more vibration, right? And I had one impact of those vibration, the cover of this muffler, I lost it in flight. All I had was the internal metal center. I've been lucky it didn't touch the propeller. It was just a little bit noisier. I have a video from someone outside. I can probably show if you guys are interested. What was the noise for without the propeller, but yeah, it was noisier. And then I've been grounded, and they had this change quickly. It was on warranty. The reason, and they said it's probably because you were having too much hours, or with that low RPM, I guess. So please go faster. I've been told that. So now I'm always higher than 5,000 RPM. So as you can see, the engine is powerful enough. Without the float, it's maybe too much, a little bit, but it's just more efficient, and yeah. One other thing that I have, another small issue. Normally, when you start the engine for the first time in the morning, you have to wait. You always have to wait, but in the first flight is always longer, right? It's like 5 minutes. You have to wait for the oil temperature to go up higher than 50 Celsius. So there is a yellow or sensors, and it's really easy to see that you have to wait, right? So you need to heat up the engine. But when you are higher than 50, you're good to go and you can lift off. If I do this, I put the engine to maximum for takeoff, and it's gonna go higher than 5,800. It's gonna reach 6,000 RPM, and then it's gonna cut to protect himself. for 1 second, and then it come back. I have to find the time to go see the maintenance team for that, but the theory is that the governor, which kind of use the oil to adjust the pitch of the propeller depending of the RPM, when the oil is a little bit too cold, it doesn't react fast enough, so the RPM kind of go quickly up right at takeoff, especially with this engine, and the governor have to really react rapidly. So they have to adjust something here to limit the minimal pitch possible for this propeller. This way, even if the oil is not doing its job just yet in that second, the minimum pitch is going to be just good enough for the full power at takeoff. So that's something we have to adjust. And that's it. Everything else is kind of perfect, really perfect. Have nothing to say, and we are lucky here in the region. We have a really good support team for the AutoGyro. They are a reseller, and they have a crazy good maintenance team. I won't say names, but they know who I'm talking about. Congrats to those guys. They are awesome. I've actually modified one of the float attach point to put a 360 camera. Here a small video of me having the issue where the engine's gonna cut off. I did this a few days ago. Engine was hot enough, technically 72 Celsius. You can see it at the top right, but I'm punching it to maximum, and I'm gonna hit the 6000 RPM, and you can hear the turbo doing the wastegate trap or opening. Watch it. Here, you see. So I take my time before punching the power, but yeah, as soon as I did it, I hit the 6000 RPM. Another quick video. This time I'm showing how the fuel consumption is at 100 knots, 185 kilometers by hour. Right now, you're gonna see me kind of cruising at 205 kilometers by hour, but it's because of that 20 kilometers errors that I have on my indicated speed. Right, the real speed was actually 185. You can see the arrow. You saw the arrow. The wind speed is saying to me that I have 48 kilometers by hour of wind, but it's not true. It's more like 20. So I'm going 185, and I'm consuming 28.8 liters by hour. And right there, you can see it here. That might be called cruise speed with the autopilot. %85 power. We have to go between 5200 and 5500, and when we cruise, I'm around 54, right in the middle, right?
Action trafic sur le secteur du Mont Z également. John, c'est dans l'uniforme, on est actuellement à 3000 pieds.
Here another video segment was actually flying slow at the beginning, I was telling you, right? So here is a good example of how low the fuel consumption can go when you fly slower. I'm at 170 on the G3X, which means 150 kilometers by hour. I'm consuming 17 liters by hour. So it's very low fuel consumption. Now I'm trying to fly always at 5,000 RPM or higher, which is more like 19 liters by hours or higher. But still, right, it's okay to fly at this low RPM when it's just a few minutes. Maybe it's okay all the time, I don't know. You guys tell me if you know, but now I'm really trying to go always 5,000 RPM. The pitch on the propeller was actually fully pushed right there. Below 5,000 RPM, it's always full push. Last segment, because I know many are asking questions on how is it on float. You're gonna see me here doing a full takeoff and reach a cruise speed. You see I'm actually spinning the rotor here, and because of the torque of this, it kind of spins the gyro. But now the RPM is becoming quick enough that it's starting to work. You see, now I'm able to turn left and point to the wind. So from there, I'm in control of the direction, but the first few seconds, it's just gonna spin on itself, which gives me a chance to look around, but it's something to get used to. Now it's always two-step. I'm pushing the engine, get out of the water. I'm not pushing too much. It's stable, it's good. Now I'm pushing it slowly, and it's quick. I'm gonna take off after a few seconds like this. Yeah. This summer already. That was so fun. So I'm already lowering the power. You see 90%, 87%. I'm still doing more than 400 feet by minutes. So I'm going up kind of quickly. I'm alone in the gyro. I have 40 liters in the tank, but it's a very, very hot day. It was 28 Celsius. Nice sunset with smokes. We had a lot of fires that summer, but it was fun anyway. Taking some altitude right now. I'm already kind of lowering the power. 27 liters by hours right now. So I'm gonna reach my altitude and kind of cruise at 150 something kilometers by hour, and it should be around 26 liters by hour. (26) 140. We know it's not a real 140, it's more like 120 right now, so I'm gonna reach more 150, 160 in a few seconds. On float, I always have to remind myself not to go higher than 160, because then you have to fight the machine because of that big blanket between the floats, which hit the wind. I'm taking a few seconds at the end of this video to show that I have a lot of statistics. I'm a fan of statistics, as you can see, but if you want, I can create a separate video where I show how I do this. every seconds I have statistic for all the sensors and speed and all of that coming from the G3X. I have tools to push this in Grafana, which is open source and free tools online here, and I can see precise metrics every seconds where I am on the map. I can zoom in. I have more than a year of graphs now, so really good statistics. I know what's going on with this machine. Yeah. If you're interested, let me know in the comments.